Hey, what's up, everybody? It's BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so Austin Reaves is going to be signing with the Los Angeles Lakers a 2-year deal. Now, initially, it was supposed to be a two-way deal that would send him in the G League for a little bit. You know how they do that, but we converted his deal to a actual 2-year deal. We're going to bring him up and put him on the roster. Um, you know what this reminds me of? Truly, um, you know how people were comparing Kyle Kuzma and Jason Tatum. Uh, to me, it seems like Austin Reaves is like uh, Giddy's Kuzma. If you understand what I'm saying, you know, Giddy is the guy that was taken, I believe, with the sixth pick with OKC. They kind of look alike to me. Obviously, one of them is drafted with the intent of becoming a star, and the other guy we got undrafted. But in terms of their style of play, their size and height, uh, they kind of remind me of each other when I did a little preliminary study. And now, of course, there's more studying to do on my part, but they just kind of have a same body build, same skill set in terms of being kind of a jack of all trades, a ball handler that can facilitate, score for themselves, take the ball off the dribble, play smart. Um, you know, they kind of remind me of one another in some ways. You know, I think Giddy is considered to be a player who plays on a much higher level. So I'm not trying to get them confused. That's why I brought up the Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma comparison because, you know, of course, Jason Tatum was a player that was drafted early, third pick, and was obviously considered to be a star and is now a star. Kyle Kuzma was a guy who was drafted later on. I think at the 27th, I think we used to get him, and ultimately he was somebody who kind of looked like Jason Tatum in some ways, kind of same build in some ways, uh, and to a point when it got started, you know, uh, Kuzma was coming out the gate looking like he had some upside that could really rival Jason Tatum. Now, of course, that has changed over the last several years. But to me, it just seems like, you know, I think the Lakers really got a steal with Austin Rivers. I think we found somebody that probably should have been drafted and probably should have a role in this league. Um, you know, he's a big guard. You can play him pretty much 1 through 3. Um, he's going to ball handle for you. Like I said, create for himself, create for others, pick and roll threat. His jump shot is wet, 3-point shot is wet. He rebounds the ball well for his size. I'd like to see him put on some weight, but he's just crafty, you know. And what I like about him is he's real guarded with the basketball. Every dribble seems to be with a purpose. He doesn't have wiggly ball handling skills and stuff like that. But to me, it looks like the kind of guy where he's not going to let you get to the ball. It's going to be, he's a very protective ball handler, something that I've noticed. So I think that if the eye test serves me right, it could turn into a situation where he's somebody who takes care of the basketball, is fairly gifted at just making sure he doesn't turn the ball over. So I don't know what the numbers tell us in that regard. I'm just telling you what the eye test tells me. I've seen a lot of people play basketball over the years. I'm not saying he's a gifted ball handler or somebody that's going to be dribbling like Kyrie or anything like that. I'm just saying I like the way he handles the basketball. I like the idea of a player who dribbles with the intent of protecting the basketball more so than just some of the other players that I've seen in this league. So I look at him as somebody who has a knack for the ball. And the highlights that I saw as well just recently, he's somebody who tends to be good in 50-50 ball situations, plays defense, tends to get steals and things like that because of how good he is having a knack for the ball. So I'm curious to see what type of role Austin Reaves is going to have on this team over the next several years. This year, I don't expect it to be much of a role unless something crazy happens. But over the next several years, obviously it's a 2-year deal. I think the Lakers are going to put him in a position to kind of be a guy who can be a facilitator for this team. You know, his shooting ability and his size just makes it so that you already know that as he continues to grow, his skill set is going to allow him to be a role player in this league at the very least. So I'm excited about Austin Reaves. I think it's a good pickup. I think it was smart converting that and just putting him on the big team because we could use another facilitator and another guard, another young body out there, and he does provide that. So all in all, I think we did good, and I know we have one more roster spot to consider, so I'll be looking to see what the Lakers do there. I know James Ennis is going to be somebody we work out, I believe, tomorrow, and I'm hoping they'll sign him because he's a heck of a shooter, and we could use him at that forward spot. So that's what I got. Hope you guys are enjoying my series, my talk series, where I'm going through each and every team. You can go back and check those out. I got about 8 left to do, and I plan on getting to them very soon. Thank y'all for watching. My name's BDL44. I'm out.